Have you ever found yourself disappointed in the gap between your own performance or behavior and either yours or someone else's expectations of you? Did it leave you with a bit of shame or self-judgment to deal with, perhaps? Well, I've had a lot of such opportunities in my life, and I'd like to share with you a small gift of attitude that I believe you can find useful in such times. Hi, my name is Larry Glover. I'm the founding director and principal student, I figure, at the Wild Resiliency Institute, where the principal subjects are saying yes to life and to the freedom that comes only with being loyal to our own deep nature and joy. I had a significant personal and professional failure the other day of simply not being able to complete a book proposal in time for a contest submission that was important to me. Now, considering that I've already been working on this book for a large part of my life, well, it seemed to me that I let myself down. I let myself miss a significant opportunity. My disappointed old perfectionistic judgmentalism wanted to jump right in with lots of self-condemnation. And then I began to realize the opportunity and freedom that might alternately open before me with just a shift in perspective. I found myself looking for a recent bit of intimate journal writing. I call it high tea for high times. It begins. I'm having high tea this morning. I call it high tea to distinguish it from how I usually have tea, sitting quietly and then making my list for the day, and then having another cup or two as I move through the activities of my morning. But yes, this morning is different, more focused, with a certain intention. I've invited prestigious guests. Yep, I'm inviting all the parts of me that I've split off, all the parts of me that I prefer not to look directly into the eyes of, the parts that are could have beens, if onlys, might have beens, the I wish I hads and should had parts of me, and the damns too, and my successful and achieving parts. Yes, come one, come all, you're all invited. I desire to leave not one of you uninvited to this party. We are, after all, in this life together, like the apple and the seed, and the tree, and the sun, and the rain, and the water and soil, and moon too. They are all a whole. And we too, we all live in this body inside here together. We are like the ecological weavings of a self. And yes, speaking of self, here comes my judging and comparing parts. The parts of me that would define my identity by being better than or less than others. Sit down with me this morning and have a cup of tea. Take a break for just a little bit. You can always go back to work later. Here, today I would give you love with your tea. Yes, try a sip. You've never had such good tea before. And this cup of love tea is all yours. And yes, it does grow richer with the sharing, too. It's true. See? Look. Already here comes never enough. Yes, welcome. Sit down next to me here on the couch. There's plenty of this tea to go around. And here is never belong. Welcome. A cup for you, too. Yes, and scared to live, and inflated ego. There's plenty of room for you, too. And shy hider, and shame of body, and afraid of feelings, and lover of sex, and need attention, and afraid of others, and better than others, and need to, and have to, and won't. And don't be a fool, and afraid to play, and procrastinator. You too can come, now at last. Yes. And never finish that book. And never make enough money. And drink yourself to death, and never commit. Yes, try just a sip if you like. And oh look, here comes never be loved. My, what a tea party we are having. And we are just getting and we're just starting together too, I suspect. And yes, I'm sure of it this morning. There is plenty of tea to go around, and all the love any of you might care to sweeten it with. High tea it is, and high time we did this too. And yes, you are welcome too. Please, sit down, or stand in the corner against the wall if you wish. Or take to the podium and preach, or speak, or pray, cry, or sing and dance. You desire a crowd of thousands, you say? Need attention? We are here. You want intimacy, you say? A good heart to heart? Yes. One heart is here and sitting right next to you too. Right next to divided heart and split heart and wounded heart. Next to whole heart and clear heart and strong heart. Next to weak heart. Look at that, will you? I never knew we might all fit in this very same chair together this way. But we do all live in the same chest, I guess, so. Oh, here's what do I know? Coming in with cocksure, and never know, and don't know, too. I didn't know all you guys hung out together, and need to know, too, of course. Welcome, welcome. Now that my heart is opening, and all of you, or us, are here, I don't know where this might ever stop. Yes, you might just as well join us, too. High tea for all, and high time it is, too. So the deepening realization for me here is that wherever or whenever I notice my sense of self-worth and value, of self-love, hinged to any sense of accomplishment or achievement, therein is also the invitation from my soul to let go of some of my domestication, if you will. The invitation is to rewild myself, to say yes to life and to the self I most deeply already am. Now, I do invite you to my blog or websites and let me know how I might contact you if you wish, so I can let you know about upcoming opportunities, new resources, and even a book coming. But my emphasis here is the offering of another gift to you. If this high tea for high times has resonated with you, I'm going to bet you'll love the work of Dr. Brene Brown. You can find her resource-rich website and blog at brenebrown.com. I also want to point you to one of her books, The Gifts of Imperfection. Let go of who you think you are, who you're supposed to be, and embrace who you are. Your guide to a wholehearted life. That wholehearted living she talks and writes about, now that's what I'd call wild resiliency. So remember yours. Today, invite all of you home. Be well and stay wild. Mother Earth is. And it is from this resonant place of deep listening, the wild embrace of who we are, that we can find a path of thrivability into the future. This is Larry Glover saying goodbye for now.